Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the modern landscape of online business. We're going to synthesize the frameworks of some incredibly successful entrepreneurs to help you cut through all that, well, the noise of hustle culture. You know what I mean, right? The endless, contradictory advice out there can be super overwhelming. So let's just look at the actual math, the real models, and the modern tools that are literally changing the game right now. Okay, so here's our roadmap for evaluating the absolute smartest paths to generating income online. We're going to look at the side hustle reality, cover 5 criteria for success, dive into 2 specific models, automated e-commerce and digital products, and finally, we'll talk about scaling to elite status. Let's get right into it. Starting off with Section 1, the side hustle reality, the myth of the grind versus the vehicle you choose.
Now, it's really easy to think that if you aren't succeeding, you're just not working hard enough, right? But listen, hard work, it's really only one piece of the puzzle. Warren Buffett actually hit the nail on the head with this. He said it's not about how hard you row, it's about what boat you're in. Think about that for a second. You could be rowing until your arms literally fall off in a leaky canoe, or you could just build a speedboat. Today, we're figuring out how to build that speedboat.
Take a look at this. This is Mark Tilbury's online wealth wheel, and the statistical reality here is honestly staggering. Over half of the population, 55%, are so paralyzed by the confusing online jungle that they never even start, just zero action. Then you've got another 28% who do start, but they end up stuck in this failing category, making less than $50 a month. Only 16% hit true success, and a tiny 1% reach elite status. So the big question is, why are so many people trapped in that failing slice? Well, for that 28%, the culprit is almost always this behavioral trap right here, shiny object syndrome. You've probably heard of it. It's when you're constantly jumping from one trendy online money-making method to the next without ever committing the dedicated effort it takes to succeed. One week you're doing print on demand, the next you're day trading, and then suddenly you're starting a marketing agency. It's like being a miner who furiously digs halfway down, abandons the tunnel right before striking gold, and then starts completely over somewhere else. You're just wasting all that incredible initial momentum.
Moving on to Section 2, 5 criteria for success. This is all about how to objectively evaluate any online business model. To really filter out the noise, we need a ruthless evaluation matrix. We're drawing this from the frameworks of multimillionaire Ayman Gaji. First up, Upfront Capital. Exactly how many dollars do you need to get this off the ground? Second, scalability. Your capacity to earn way more without adding extra manual labor. Third is fulfillment. How hard is it to actually deliver what you're selling? Fourth, risk. Basically, what's the likelihood you're going to lose your time and money? And finally, difficulty. How steep is the learning curve? A truly optimized model is going to hit all the right marks across these exact 5 metrics.
Which brings us to Section 3, Model 1. Automated e-commerce, leveraging AI to remove traditional inventory barriers. So, with our matrix in mind, let's examine our first contender. E-commerce has totally transformed recently. I mean, instead of spending weeks coding a website and haggling with overseas suppliers, entrepreneurs are now using AI to build fully automated stores. With free tools like buildyourstore.ai, you literally just tell it your niche and boom, the AI launches a professional Shopify store for you in minutes. It's wild. This automated playbook drops the difficulty barrier to practically zero. You just plug in tools like AutoDS, and they act exactly like an autopilot on an airplane. They automatically import trending products, adjust your pricing, and handle the shipping directly to the buyer without you ever touching a single piece of inventory. So your only real job is marketing. Think about the math. If a free, short-form TikTok video gets 100,000 views, and just 1% of those viewers buy a $10 product, that's $10,000 in revenue. You just drive the traffic, and the automation handles the whole shebang. All right, Section 4, Model 2, Digital Products. Packaging information into high-margin courses and programs. Let's pivot over to our second highly recommended boat, which is all about monetizing your knowledge. Notice how the shift from the old 1.0 era to this new AI-driven 2.0 era has practically wiped out the barriers to entry. Back in 2018, Digital Products 1.0 meant you had to be some massive industry expert. You needed expensive custom platforms, plus months of tedious research and scripting. Fast forward to today's 2.0 model, AI tools can research a profitable topic and write your scripts in minutes, while totally free platforms like Whitpeg host the hosting and sales. It takes months of exhausting labor and compresses it into a few minutes of AI prompting.
When we look at a direct scorecard using our 5 criteria, the contrast is just night and day. Traditional drop shipping, you're looking at dropping a few $1,000s just to test products, so the risk is inherently high. But with Digital Products 2.0, your upfront capital drops to maybe 100 or 200 bucks, and the scalability is just astronomical because you literally make the product once and you can sell it infinitely. The risk is incredibly low, making this, mathematically speaking, one of the smartest boats you can possibly build.
Which leads us to our final part, Section 5, scaling to elite status, moving from the 16% to the top 1%.
Now, whether you go with automated e-commerce or digital products, just starting is really only getting your foot in the door. There are 4 actionable rules that separate the people who endlessly struggle from the 16% who actually build a profitable income stream. Number 1, target a highly specific customer. Know their exact age, their interests, their daily struggles. Number 2, stay consistent. Take small daily actions like posting content or tweaking your descriptions. Number 3, show, don't tell. Actually demonstrate real-world benefits instead of just giving a boring list of features. And number 4, build trust. Use things like unboxing videos or real customer testimonials for that absolutely crucial social proof.
But if you want to truly scale to that elite level, you have to understand the 1% secret, which is ruthless reinvestment. To reach the very top of that wealth wheel, your first profits are not spending money. You aren't going out and buying luxury items. That money is ammunition. You use it to upgrade your tools to save time and automate manual tasks. You invest in marketing and ads to pull in highly targeted traffic instead of just crossing your fingers for a viral video. And eventually you outsource the small stuff, like hiring someone on Fiverr for logo design or content filming, so you can stop working inside your business and start working on your business. We've laid out the blueprints for you, and we've run the numbers. Those traditional hurdles like holding inventory, needing massive capital, or knowing how to code, they are completely gone. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. Now that all the heavy lifting of creation and fulfillment is automated by these incredible new tools, what vehicle are you going to commit to steering? Are you going to stay frozen on the shore, or are you going to start building your boat today? Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and we will catch you in the next one.